When it comes to this Palestinian Israeli issue, conflict, slaughter, however you want to call it, in order to get to where we are now, you have to know where we came from. So I have a very simple question that I think is going to be kind of difficult for people to understand or maybe even answer, but maybe some people can. We'll see. Let's talk. So I have a simple question here. During World War II, the Jewish people were, you know, held to some horrendous things: rape, murder, slaughter, encampment. So why didn't they make a place for the Jewish people in Germany? I mean, it's a very simple question. And I know there's probably some scholars and some people, some deep divers and all this stuff. I understand. But here's the thing. Majority of people in the world are not scholars. They're not deep divers. Majority of the people in the world deal with common sense. Majority of the people in the world deal with reality. If the people were, the Jewish people were murdered, they were encamped, they were robbed, they were raped, they were beaten, they were pillaged, all these negative things. Right? Why did the Allies, why did they uproot them from where they were living at in Germany for however many years? Uproot them and then ship them to Palestine in order to uproot Palestinians. And how come nobody has a problem with this? How come everybody says that's a good idea? Palestinians were in Palestine. That's where they were at. I don't, if the Jewish people wanted to live in Palestine, why did they live in Germany? They could have just stayed right there. They could have just stayed right there. Whatever. I know people are gonna be like, no. If you go back and look in the history, go back to 4,000 BC. I mean, I ain't trying to hear all that shit. They were living just fine in Germany. They were just fine right there. Just fine. Until they were encamped, raped, robbed, slaughtered, beaten, all these murdered. Until that, they were living just fine in Germany. So why didn't, when the Allies and America and Germany and everybody, America and fucking Russia and everybody else, when they finally crushed them, Britain and everything else, when you beat the Germans, why didn't you set up a home state for the Jewish people right there in Germany? Right there. We wouldn't have this issue right now of the Jewish people, of the Israeli people, motherfucking murdering Palestinians. We wouldn't have this issue at all. You wouldn't be worried, oh man, well, the Hamas, okay, cool, whatever. We'll get to that. But we're not there right now because I noticed that what a lot of people like to do is dilute it. Like, let's put in a whole bunch of water into this right here. Let's dilute it up so that way we can maneuver around where we want to maneuver around. This is a very common sense question. It's a very common sense statement. Very, very common sense. I'm not knocking Jewish people. I'm not degrading or downing them at all, bro. I'm not at all. Not one bit. What I'm asking is a very simple statement. Why weren't they why weren't they given their own two-state environment? You know what they're trying to do right now with Palestine and Israel? Or Hamas and it, whatever they want to do. Let's do this. No, okay, cool. You want to give a two-state thing with Hamas and Israel. No problem. Why couldn't you do a two-state thing with Germany and the Jewish people? Like, what? I mean, y'all, the war was over. You could put the Jewish people wherever you want to put them. Why move them all the way down over there? For what purpose? Why didn't you just leave them where they was at? Cut out a little slice. Here is a little slice right here for you guys. Here you go. You're already here. They didn't go outside of Germany all over the world, capturing Jews and then bring them back to Germany to entrap. No, y'all were living right there. Y'all were right there. You were right there in Germany. There was 1 million, 6 million, whatever the case may be. Y'all were all right there in that area right there. You were all right there. Germany, Poland, Austria, the Ukraine right now, whatever it was called, Czechoslovakia, they were all right there. All those Jewish people were all right there. You was all right there. So why didn't they make an area, a state, a little whatever for Jewish people right where they were displaced at? Here, we giving it back to you. Here you go. Why not? Why did they put them on ships and sail them across the Mediterranean all the way down just to displace Palestinians? Now, again, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm the expert on this. I'm not doing that. But the last I checked, those are the people that displaced Israelis or Jewish people. They weren't Israelis, Jewish people. Those were the ones that did y'all guys dirty. Palestinians had nothing to do with that. Those are the ones right there. Those people. Those are the ones. Those guys, the Nazis. They're the ones that murdered y'all, raped y'all, robbed y'all, killed and pillaged and encamped y'all. Those enslaved, they did this to you. So if they did this to you, why are you shitting on somebody else when they're the ones that did this to you? Why would you package up all the Jewish people and sail them down to Palestine to shit on Palestinians? They didn't do nothing to y'all. They did nothing to you. Nazis did something to you. And if anybody's gonna, oh, come on now. If you go back to 84,000 BC, the Palestinians were killed. Bro, well then why didn't the Jewish people have a problem with the Palestinians when y'all were just fine chilling in Germany? Where was the Jewish-Palestinian war when you were in Germany? Before World War II. Where was this at? The Nazis are the ones that shitted on y'all and displaced y'all and robbed y'all and murdered y'all and raped y'all and enslaved y'all and encamped. Those were the ones. So why wasn't there a place set aside in Germany for the Jewish people? Why wasn't there? Why wasn't there a makeshift Israel in Germany? You could have named it Israel in Germany. Well, for what purpose? Oh, because that's the Holy Land. So, what does that mean? They can travel back there. There's people right now that travel from all over the world to the Holy Land. For I forget what it's called, but to go for the Muslim religion. They don't live there. They don't live there. They live in America. Motherfuckers live all over the world, but they travel there once in their lifetime to visit that place. It's their holy land. Why couldn't the Jewish people do that? And again, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm making a very, very simple statement here, a very simple question, because the Allies controlled everything. It would have been cheaper, very much cheaper, to just carve out a spot right there and say, hey, Jewish people, this is your land. You don't got to get on a ship. You don't got to travel far. This is yours right here. Smack dab in the middle of Germany if they want to. On the edge of Germany, here you go. Where Austria was at. Between Germany and Israel. I mean, between Germany and Russia. Between Germany and France. Here you go. Here's a little piece for you right here. This is you. They controlled everything. What was the reason to take them and bring them all the way down and displace Palestinians. Like I said, I know there's going to be people in these comments talking about, oh, well, this is the reason why, if you look up on Al 6, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. They were right there. They were right there. Auschwitz or Bostowitz or Hauptowitz or whatever the fuck which it was. I mean, wherever they were enslaved and encamped at, I'm not knocking them. Again, this is no disrespect to nobody. But wherever they were enslaved and encamped at, whatever it is, give them that. Here, this is your land now. This is yours. Fuck these Nazis. Fuck these German Nazis, pieces of shit. Oh, okay, fine. Here's the sweetest piece of the country of Germany now belongs to you. Didn't they do that? Well, why? What was the reason? And they could have. There was no one on earth telling them that you can't put the Jewish people right here. You can't set them up right here. Because they clearly went down and just deboed Palestine. We're putting them here. Fuck if you like it or not, we're putting them here. So if you could do that to the Palestinians, why couldn't you do it to the niggas that you just conquered? Why couldn't you do it to the motherfuckers you just beat in war? They just surrendered. Why couldn't you could have put the motherfuckers in Japan if you wanted to. Why Palestine? I displaced that people. Bro, you dropped the bomb on Japan. We dropped the bomb on them. America dropped the bomb on Japan. Why didn't you take the Jewish people and bring them over to Japan and set them up over there? I don't remember Palestine being partnered with the Axis. I don't remember Palestine being part of the axis of evil. It was Germany, Japan, Italy, and Palestine. I don't remember that. I'm not sure where the fuck this came from and why anybody decided that they needed to punish Palestine and let's go ahead and displace all these motherfuckers. Let's kick all these motherfuckers out their house and bring all these motherfuckers from way over here, put them right here. Because you guys were part of the axis of evil. I don't understand this concept here. I'm clearly not understanding it. And again, don't tell me about no motherfucking religion. It was a religious thing. I'm not trying to hear that shit at all. There is literally they could have. If it was so religious, they were in Germany for how long? How long were the Jewish people in Germany for? A very long time. World War I, they were there. Before that, they were there. Years and years and years, decades, they were there for a very long time. They were there. They traveled. You telling me they didn't travel back to Jerusalem? They didn't go visit Jerusalem? Bro, this motherfucker's living in Israel right now that probably haven't been to Jerusalem. The fuck? There's motherfuckers that live here in Texas and never been to Dallas. Live in Texas and never been to San Antonio. Live in Texas and never been to Houston. There's motherfuckers in Israel right now who live in Israel who've probably never been to Jerusalem. But we displaced an entire people for religion? Cap. No, cap, no. They could have made a spot for the Jewish people right where they were fucking crucified, right where they were slaughtered, right where they were down and degraded. Here you go, the best thing. Who got the last laugh? The Germany Nazis fucking were slaughtering and killing and raping and murdering and camping you motherfuckers. Okay, well fine. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a dope ass Jewish spot right here. So you can walk around these fucking Nazis and they can look at you and be pissed off that you living your best life. Living my best life. Right in your motherfucking face. No, so you move an entire people just to move an entire other people where that first people were living just fine in Germany. I'm sure people are going to come up with all kind of GFIs. The acronym is Great Fucking Ideas, GFIs. I'm pretty sure they're going to come up with all these GFIs and try to figure out why, this is that and why this. Come on, BF. No, I mean, come on. It's like this, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's like this, bro. Come on, bro. It's like cap. They were right there. That's where they were living at. They were just fine where they were living at. Had businesses and all kind of organizations and they were in government and all kinds of shit. So y'all take them there and displace an entire other country, an entire other nationality of people. Displace them for these people. when these people, the Jewish people, were living just fine where they was at. But nobody wants to address that. Damn, I wonder why. Talk about it later. Peace and blessings. I'm out.